All right, sorry about that. I was trying to fix it. I was trying to fix it during the live stream. I was just going, hey, have a messed up live stream. I figured, nah, I'll just start over and do it all over again. So I'm back again. But now I got sound. Sorry about that. But I don't mind because I didn't spend much time talking. I spent most of that time trying to fix it, actually. So bear with me. My apologies. But some of you saw I took that video down where I dealt with this story. Yeah, I took it down. Those of you who don't know, here recently, another dog lover contracted capnocytophaga, and sepsis took hold of her. And this took place in Perth. Tracy Rido, fighting for her life with rare infection after a small bite from a German Shepherd. Okay, now in the subtitle here, they mention the name of the infection, capnocytophaga canomorsis. But when this story first broke, they seemed confused about what it was. That's a problem. Nobody should be confused. And all dog lovers should be aware of capnocytophaga. This should be something that's taught in the public educational system. Okay? Now, this woman, Tracy Rido. A big problem I have with this case, as with all the other cases of capnocytophaga where they deal with sepsis, is why is it that it suddenly, all of a sudden, out of the blue, did this? Some of these people have been in contact with that particular dog, Saliva, for years. What is that all about? So it was present, or it is present inside of dogs' mouths, but it won't progress into sepsis. Okay, so what causes it to cause sepsis? Oh, we don't know. It can just one day trigger it. Okay, well, that's enough to make me stay away from dogs. Just that alone. And make no mistake, this is a dog thing. This is not a cat thing. It's not an animal thing. And if other animals have this, most likely they were bitten by a dog and they got it from a dog. Just like with rabies. I don't want to hear nothing about no other animals. Just like with a whole bunch of different nasty infections. It's specific to dogs. Now, I took that video down because I felt like I was a little too cold-hearted. And I figured I'd go live on my old channel, sort of let some of the old followers know that I relocated my live streaming. My live streaming has been relocated. Okay? And I will leave a link to that new channel in the description box after this link or this live stream is completed. So this lady, 53-year-old Perth woman, Tracy Ridow, got nipped by a German Shepherd suddenly, all of a sudden, out of the blue, causes sepsis. And again, why all of a sudden? Why?
She was swimming. She wasn't on a board.
Wait a minute.
She had flippers on, so
Yeah, we're going to listen to this brief broadcast.
In an induced coma at the moment. It's just so our body can fight the bacteria that's in our body.
1 week after a playful nip on the hand by a German Shepherd, Tracy Redmond's family is preparing to say goodbye.
I've gone through shock. I've just broken down crying.
Man, she's only 53 years old. She looks a lot older than that. But still, you're lucky to live to be 53 these days. But isn't that horrible? You're here for 53 years just to go out like that? Go out to dog saliva? I mean, a dog, period, that's bad enough. But the spit from a dog?
I've also just thought, no, this isn't happening, this isn't real.
Yeah. This infection alone should be enough motivation to motivate everybody to never want to touch a dog. Forget about the dog attacks. Forget about their ability to rip your face off. Forget about their wretched smell, their hideous face. This infection alone should be all you need to know to refuse to ever be around a dog, and especially to ever touch one. How funny is this? In schools, projected as a privilege to touch these same creatures. Really? And oh, this is a dog thing. It's a dog thing. I showed this on the live stream that I butchered. Look at that. This is Vet Tech Prep. Capnocytophaga. What are the facts? Look at what it says. How does dog saliva turn into life-threatening infection? They associated it with dogs because this is a dog thing. I believe it originates in dogs. The articles state that he likely contracted this infection from his dog. Before you panic, let's review some facts about this bacterium. Before you panic about your daily dose of what? Dog kisses. Didn't say cat. That's because this is a dog thing. Okay? Dogs are not natural animals. Stop categorizing them as animals. These are mutants, like all to themselves. Now about those other cases of capnocytophaga where sepsis took hold. Don't you think it's insane to take the chance when doctors tell you that the same bacteria is most likely in your dog's mouth as well? Like, what do you mean it's in my dog's mouth as well? Yeah, it's in your dog's mouth. It just hasn't caused sepsis for you. Okay, so what will make it cause sepsis? Can it suddenly, out of the blue, trigger sepsis? Yes. And you still want that dog? Yes, you do. Okay, you have to admit, dog lovers, that's insane behavior. Now this woman right here, she contracted sepsis as well, capnocytophaga. And she wanted to help others. I saw the article, I'm like, okay, finally. Somebody who used to love dogs caught a bad infection, and now she's telling other people, hey, stay away from dogs. That's what should be happening, left and right. But no, she says she just wants more research into sepsis syndrome. And she wants more information made available to people so they can recognize when sepsis has taken hold. What? Recognize it for what? It's too late by then. Like, oh, look, my foot is shriveling up and turning black. Let me go to the hospital. If you can drive to the hospital, right, with rigor mortis sepsis foot, let me drive to the hospital where the doctors can't do anything to stop it. For the most part, best they can do is chop it off. And you want more information so that people can recognize when the sepsis has taken hold? Why? So you can say your prayers? No. How about give people advice so it never takes hold? Advice to avoid contracting it, period. That's the smartest thing to do. But oh no, dog lovers, we dare not say anything against dogs. Well, that's why so many of you end up in this position. This was another case. Once again, contracted it from a dog, not a cat, not a gerbil. I don't know why they bring up cats, to be honest, when we don't even have cases of people having caught it from a cat. You know, just stop bringing it up. Look at this guy. Y'all remember this guy. This was what dog saliva can do to you. Cause you to look like a stick person. He looked like something that somebody drew with a pencil and made his arms and legs too short. His nose fell off. This is permanent, by the way. You're not going to grow a new nose or limbs. But it's worth it, huh? I should take the chance. Just so I can enjoy the pleasure of rubbing on a dog? Okay, whatever you say. Woman's limbs amputated after her dog licked her. Now there you go. You see that? Said her dog licked her, not bit her. Not bit her. Got to clear that up. Because them saying that it comes from a bite suggests that it has to puncture your skin. That the saliva has to get inside of your wound. And that's not the case. The dog can just lick you. Don't have to be no wound. And man, oh man, why would you take the chance? There ain't no pet that special. There's no animal on this planet that is that appealing. Of course, I'm not a pet person. They don't do nothing for me anyways. But even if I was, I used to be. I used to like cats, a cat person. But man, please, I don't think so. So, I didn't want to, because that lady might die. The 53-year-old who contracted this infection, she might die. I didn't want to have a video up where I'm being overly critical about their decision to surround themselves with dogs, but I'm always critical, and I'm of everybody, no matter what you go through, because I'm here trying to tell you not to engage in the behavior before anything happens. So quite naturally, I'm going to be here if something happens, after it happens, talking about it, talking about how you should have took heed to the warning. Because if it's not a physical attack, if it's not some other infection, it's something like this. Something straight from the Black Plague, which is what I thought they were going through back then. Because the same thing happens. Your limbs turn black, and you rot, and you die. So the same infection that people contract today is the same thing they were dealing with back then. So what separates us from that era, from the dark age, from the Black Death? Improvements in the medical field. That's it. But the same lifestyle that caused that situation, the Black Death, is still present today. Still doing the same stupid stuff. And I don't care what nobody say. The Black Death, Black Plague up in Europe, that was caused by the presence of dogs. Dogs. I don't want to hear nothing about no fleas. And if it was fleas, it's because they were on the dogs. Now, I don't care if the dog got the fleas from rats. And I don't believe that anyways. I don't believe that old rat theory. No, you caught a dog infection. They didn't catch no rat infection. Y'all caught a dog infection. And you've been working hard to try to hide that fact. And you didn't want to reveal just how nasty and disgusting these things are. That's why you blamed it on rats. No, it was the dogs. Deal with it. Now, like I said, I want to go live on this channel just to let the people know I have relocated. When it comes to live streams and content, because I will put short videos on the new channel as well. Okay, but I've relocated my live streams. Going forward, my live streams will be from this channel. You should see it now. From this channel, and on this channel you can become a member, right? Big shout out to everybody able to join me this late night. Hope you all enjoying your weekend. I just shared a link to that channel. Hope your weekend has been thoroughly dog free. You know, I don't even like to lay eyes on a dog. I really don't. You know, every time I see one out in the world, it's a situation where the presence of the dog was completely useless. There was no reason for the thing to be there. Things do nothing but soak up resources and destroy relationships and everything else useful and vital for our survival. Food, water, air. Ridiculous. It's time. It's past time for a crusade against these nasty, hideous monsters and the people who take care of them. Shout out to everybody able to join me for this live stream. And I will be back very, very soon. And I hope you all are able to join me as we continue with this crusade.